Hello, everyone, and thank you for joining me for yoga this evening. So for our reflection, I found a poem in this book called 10 Poems to Change Your Life by Roger Hodgson. So this poem to change your life is called Love After Love by Derek Walcott. Derek Walcott is from St. Lucia in the Caribbean, and he won the Nobel Prize for Literature in 1992. Okay, so this is Love After Love. The time will come when, with elation, you will greet yourself arriving at your own door, in your own mirror, and each will smile at the other's welcome and say, sit here, eat. You will love again the stranger who was yourself. Give wine, give bread, give back your heart to itself, to the stranger who has loved you all your life, whom you ignored for another, who knows you by heart. Take down the love letters from the bookshelf, the photographs, the desperate notes. Peel your image from the mirror. Sit, feast on your life. That one, that resonate with you. I could relate to that. Just kind of surprisingly connecting with our own selves. We can become, like they say, like you said, strangers to ourselves. And I think in yoga, we can make that connection. So find a comfortable seat and bring your hands in front of your knees and just hug in. See if you can feel your shoulder blades on your back and let the tops of your shoulders soften. Let the crown of your head reach up, directing itself to the ceiling. And then feel that length in your spine, from your sitting bones all the way up to the crown of your head. And let your hands rest in your lap. See if you can keep that spine nice and tall, your backbone. Now begin to notice your breath. When you find yourself sitting, you kind of pull back and just begin to notice what's going on inside, following your breath. Becoming aware of the next time you breathe in and breathe out. And then the breath begins again. And we can bring our awareness to our breath. It's our way of dialing in to our nervous system. And dialing down our tenseness, our intenseness. Finding that place of calm. So let the back of your hands kind of rest on your knees. Your palms are up. Focusing on your breath. And then notice the next time you breathe in. When you breathe out, let your fingers start to curl just a little bit. And when you breathe in, let your fingers open. Breathe out, let your fingers start to curl. Breathe in, hands are opening. in on the exhale. Inhale, opening. Exhale, curling in just a little bit. And then continue like this for 3 more breaths. Notice how it feels on the inside. Connecting your breath with this very simple movement. Let your hands rest on your knees again. And on the inhale, we're going to bring your hands up to your shoulders. And exhale, let your hands come down. Let's do that again. Inhale, bring your hands up. Exhale down. Inhale, bring your hands up to your shoulders. Lift your elbows just a little bit. Exhale down. Let's do that 3 more times. Maybe your elbows will get a little higher with each inhale. Noticing how you feel. Good. Now, bring your arms out to the side with your elbows bent. We're going to inhale here and exhale. Cross your hands, cross your arms, and bring your hands to your shoulders. And now you can tilt your chin down and notice which arm is on top. So now inhale, let your arms open out. Exhale, hands to shoulders. Let your other arm be on top. Let's do that again. Inhale, opening up, maybe lifting your heart. And exhale, crossing in, tucking your chin. Inhale, opening. Exhale, coming in. We're going to do that 2 more times. So each arm gets to be on top. 1 more time. Inhaling. And exhale. And move at your own pace. Follow your own inhales and exhales. Now this time, when you bring your hands to your shoulders, let's take a couple breaths right here. You can maybe bring your hands down to your upper arms. Just gonna give yourself a hug. It's like in the poem, we're reconnecting with ourselves, with that stranger here. Good. Now your hands can stop moving, and on your next inhale, lift your elbows. And then exhale, lower your elbows down. Let's do that 2 more times. So inhale, lifting, exhale, lowering. Inhale, lift, and exhale down. Good. Now notice which arm is on top. We're going to open the arms up, cross them with the other arm on top. Good. Start with your elbows down, maybe looking down. Now your next inhale, let your elbows lift up, and then exhale, lower down. 2 more times. You're linking the movement with your breath. Good. All right. Let your hands come back to your legs, and let's make some circles. Starting to move the body. Circle in any direction, whichever direction your body naturally goes to. And then pause. Take some circles in the other direction. All right. And then let your fingertips come in front of you. Walk your hands forward until you know when it feels right. You don't want to go into discomfort. And then see if you can soften your elbows. Maybe let your head come forward a little bit now. You might say hello to your lower back. Just take it nice and easy. Breathe. And you feel the movement on your back. You inhale and exhale. Perhaps you can feel that when you inhale, your shoulder blades kind of move away from each other. When you exhale, they come a little closer to each other. Let's take 2 more breaths here. We're going to come on, up on our elbows, walk to the right until you're kind of folding over that right leg, and then fold over your right leg. See, as if your chin is kind of aiming for your knee. A couple breaths here. And then let your right hand come outside your right hip and reach your left arm up and overhead. So you're bending over to the right. Let your left hip stay on your mat. Let's take 3 breaths here. Notice how it feels. And then bring your hands down. Let's come in front again. Soften the elbows again. Notice if it maybe feels a little different than the first time you came out to this position. And now we're going to walk the hands to the left and fold over that left leg. With the inhales and the exhales. Then you're going to let your left hand come outside your left hip and reach your right arm up and overhead. And take 3 breaths here. Bend to the left. Last breath. Inhale, exhale. Exhale, come back up to sitting. And maybe bring your hands down on either side. Let the tops of your shoulders soften. Feel your spine nice and tall. Inhale, lift the hands up and then turn to your right and let your fingertips come down again. So your left fingertips are in front and your right fingertips are in back. And then they can come out to the side. It doesn't have to be directly behind you. Sit nice and tall. Turn to your right. You can feel the turn, your torso, your shoulders, chin. It's turning around that nice tall spine. Let's take 2 more breaths. I want to exhale through rounded lips. And then come back to center. Your fingers up out to the sides. Inhale. And exhale, take a turn to the left. Let your fingertips come down. Let's take 3 breaths here. Sitting nice and tall. Feeling good. Turn from the inside. Ribs, torso, shoulders, your chin. Got 2 more breaths. Come back around. Bring your hands in front of your legs. Bring them like down towards in front of your shins. On your inhale, kind of lean forward and let your chin lift. And as you exhale, round your back. Let your spine go back. And inhale, bring yourself forward. Lift your chin. Exhale, rounding your back, tucking your chin. Let's do that 2 more times. Inhale. Moving the spine forward and back. And we moved it bending to the right and bending to the left. And we moved it turning to the right and turning to the left. So we've got our spine in its 6 directions. Notice how you feel. And we're going to move around to hands and knees. And then let your knees be under your hips, let your wrists be under your shoulders. Walk your hands forward a couple inches and spread your fingers. As you inhale, lift your chin, lift your tailbone. And as you exhale, round your spine and tuck your chin in. And then let one breath lead to the next. So the movement is coming right up your spine, one vertebra at a time. Make it nice and easy. Like giving yourself a massage. Let's do this one more time. And make some little bit of a change. Good. Now bring your back kind of even, and on your inhale, you're going to move your shoulders forward. And on your exhale, you're going to bring your hips back towards your heels and stretch your arms forward. And then inhale, come back again and bring your shoulders beyond your wrists. Exhale, bring your hips back towards your heels. Good. Let's do that two more times. Noticing how it feels. This time, when you bring your hips towards your heels, let's stay here. You can lower your arms, rest your head in child's pose. Good. Good. Let's reach the arms forward. And then walk your fingertips to the right. They might even come off your mat. Let your hips go to your left. And take a couple breaths right here, feeling that lengthening from your left hip to your left fingertips. And then you're going to lift your hips up a little bit, walk your hands over, walk your hands all the way to the left, and let your hips go to the right just a little bit. You'll know when you get that sensation, that lengthening. Don't go into pain or discomfort. And then let's come back. And we're going to come back to hands and knees. And we're going to let the right foot come to the side. Now I'm going to turn so I can face you. You can either turn so you're facing the long end of your mat or stay where you are. Let your right foot come out to the right. Let the foot come down. And then walk your hands back so you're kneeling on your left knee. You're going to take the left hand on your left knee. You take the right hand on your right leg, and the left arm is going to come up and overhead. Good. Notice how you feel. Let's breathe into those sensations. Maybe you're finding some of the tight spots. One more breath here. Now take that left hand and bring it out and all the way to your mat, to the floor, and see if you can reach your right arm up. Expand like this. Good. Now I'm going to let my left hand come all the way down. I was on my fingertips. Now I'm going to let that left hand come down. See if you can lift your right leg. Maybe bend your right knee, and maybe you can feel your left foot or bring your hand to your left foot. That's your right foot. Oh my goodness. We're bending the right leg, and we're bringing the right hand to the right foot. Let's get it right down. Good. I'm going to bring my leg back down. And walk back, hands and knees, and now bring your hips back towards your heels and come back to child's pose. Pause, notice how you feel. And then when you're ready, we're going to come back up to hands and knees and let your left leg come out to the side. So you're kneeling on your right knee. Good. Now we're going to take the left hand to the left leg and reach the right arm up and overhead. And just breathe into this expansion. Notice how you feel. One more breath. Now take that right arm up and over and down. See if you can lift your left arm up. I feel like I'm doing a triangle pose on the floor. Good. Now I'm on my fingertips, so I'm going to put my right hand down and see if I can lift my left leg and maybe hold on to my left foot. Breaths here. Feeling the back of that left leg. One more breath. And then release. Your hands in front. Let your knees come down. Let your knees be wide and your toes come together and sink your hips back and come into child's pose. Notice how you're feeling. Notice your breath. And when you're ready, we're going to come up to standing. So you can come on, have your knees down, turn your toes under, walk your hands back, your hands up, your legs. That feels good. Good. And then let yourself kind of loosen. So we're going to stand, your legs are a little more than a hip distance apart. Just let your arms loose as you're going side to side. You might even flop over around your waist. Now let's take a little bend side to side. One knee, other knee. Now we're going to bend the right knee, let the left arm come up. Left knee, right arm come up. Long stretch on the left side, long step on the right side. Now let the movement get smaller and smaller and smaller and come back to standing. Oh, good. All right. Let your ankles be under your knees, under the front of your hips. Let's inhale and reach the arms up and overhead. And exhale, just let your arms come down by your side. Let's do that again. Inhale, reaching the arms up, maybe looking up. Exhale, just floating your arms down by your sides. Good. We're going to add to this. Inhale, reach the arms up. Exhale, just let the right arm come down. Left arm overhead, taking a bend to the right. Your left foot is reaching into the floor, grounding you. Take a nice bend on that whole left side. A breath. And inhale, reach both arms up. And exhale, let your left arm come down. And now we're going to bend to the left, right arm up and overhead. Right foot is rounding. Getting that expansion on the right side. Now inhale, let's come up, overhead again. Exhale, soften your knees, soften your hips. Roll floor, let your fingertips touch the floor, and then inhale, come up halfway. And exhale, come down. Let's just kind of be in a forward bend. and have a bend in your knees. Your fingertips might touch the floor or maybe not. And then take your left hand outside your right ankle and reach your right arm up. Let your left knee have a little bend in it. Take 3 breaths here. The next exhale, come down. So both of your hands are down. We're in a forward fold again. And now we're going to take the right hand outside the left ankle. Reach your left arm up, get a little bend in that right. 2 more breaths. Good. Then fold over again. Bring your hands back behind you with the palms up. And on your inhale, reach your arms forward and come into chair pose. So your knees are bent, your hips are bent. It's like you're sitting in a chair. Take a couple breaths here. Good. Wiggle your right fingers. You're going to take an inhale and exhale. Let that right hand come down. Follow it with your eyes. And inhale, let the right arm come up. Wiggle your left fingers. Exhale, let the left hand come down behind you, following it with your eyes. Inhale, bring it back up. Let's do that again. So exhale, right arm down behind you. Inhale, right arm back up. Exhale, left arm down behind you. Inhale, left arm back up. Good. Good. Now press into your feet, come all the way up. And then exhale, let your arms float down by your sides. Ooh. And bring your hands in front of your heart. Just notice how you feel. In fact, bring your fingertips to your chest. See if you can feel your heartbeat. Now we're going to soften the knees. You can bring your hands in front of your heart again. Soften your knees. Step your left foot in front of the right. Your left toes can come down. And your left knee might be bent to the side. Good. This is a balance challenge. Maybe sitting down a little bit more, bending your knees, bending your hips. Straighten your legs and let your left leg come back next to the right. Kind of walk back and forth. Now do the other side. So bring your palms together, bend your knees. Take that right foot in front of the left. Bending your knees. Sitting, your hips and your knees are bent. Let's see if we can. 3 more breaths here. Keep your breaths nice and steady. Maybe some wobbling going on. More breath. You can. And then bring the right leg down. Good. Let's shake it out. And walk out your legs and take a wider stance. Now we're going to build a warrior 2. So let your right toes turn out to the small edge of your mat and your left toes come in just a little bit, your left heel out a little bit. Let your arms start out nice and loose. And as you inhale, bend the right knee, let your arms come up, and exhale, come back down. Inhale, bend the knee, lifting your arms. Exhale, floating the arms down, straighten the knee, and one more time. Now we're going to find our warrior. So let your arms come shoulder height. tops of your shoulders are softened. Your knee is going to be over your right ankle, so you might have to scoot that foot out a little bit more. Good. Palms are down, fingers are spread. Feel like your legs could energetically come together underneath you, even though they're not moving. Feel the energy, the strength in your warrior. Good. Let's make a fist with the thumb pointing up. The fingers are in a fist. You're going to look at the right fingertip. Now bend your left elbow and bring that fist to your left shoulder, like you're using a bow and arrow. One more breath here. Open that left arm. Open both your arms. You're going to take an inhale here. On your exhale, you're going to bring that left arm towards the right, kind of come up on your left back toe. And then exhale, come back. So inhale, bring that left arm around. Exhale back. Let's do it one more time. So inhale, around with your left hand. Exhale back. Good. All right, bring your hands to your waist. I'm going to bring my legs in a little bit, and then just let your hips go side to side. And one knee, and then the other. As you bend a knee, let your opposite shoulder come down. Good. I'm going to bend the knee, opposite shoulder, opposite elbow. Letting go of any tension that might build up as we're doing these poses. Building strength and then letting go of tension. Bring yourself back up little by little. And now we're going to let the left toes turn to the small end of your mat. Your right toes are coming in a little bit, the heels going out a little bit. Good. Let your arms be loose. Going to inhale, bend the left knee, let your arms float. And exhale, bring them back. Good. 2 more times. Inhaling. And exhale down. Last one, moving like this. Good. Now let's find our warrior. So inhale. Bend your left knee. Arms are shoulder height. Now, let your left knee be over your left ankle. Tops of your shoulders are soft. Palms are down, fingers are spread. Feel as if the legs could come together underneath you, energizing those inner thighs. The strength. You are your own warrior. Make a fist. Thumb up. Your left thumb is up as you're looking at your left thumbnail. Bend your right elbow and bring your fist to your right shoulder. More breath here. Release the arms out. Good. So on the next inhale, you're going to bring the right arm towards the left, come up on your right toes, and exhale back to the original position. 2 more times. Inhale, bring that right arm around. Exhale, bring it back. 1 more time. Exhale, good. Your hands to your hips. Bring your feet in a little bit closer and just take bending one knee, the other knee with opposite shoulder and elbow. Going back and forth a few more times. Step your feet a little bit closer. And we're going to inhale the arms up and overhead. And exhale, bend your knees, bend your hips, let your fingertips brush the floor. And inhale, come halfway up. And exhale, Come down to sitting. So bring your hands down, bring your legs down. Come all the way down to sitting, and then extend your legs in front of you. Good. We're going to come into staff pose. So bring your fingertips behind. Open up across your collarbones. Flex your feet. Actually, the feet should be about hip distance apart. So there's 5 to 6 inches between your ankles. Toes are pointing up. Open the shoulders. Feel your shoulder blades coming together. I am lifting my chin, but my chin can be straight, like I'm looking straight ahead. This pose is a lot like standing straight, like mountain pose, like a seated mountain pose. So you're finding your strength. Good. Now we're going to inhale, reach the arms up and overhead, and exhale, fold over your legs, and feel free to bend your knees. Good. Lift your arms can drape over your legs, or they can cut under your knees. Let your head be heavy. Let yourself soften here. Feeling the breath. We're going to come back up to sitting. Bend that right knee and hug it in. And we're going to turn to the right, bringing your right fingertips behind you, and your left hand can come inside that knee or can come around and hold the right leg, the right knee. Let your left toes point up. Find this rotation right here. Feel your breath. Where do you feel your breath in your body? Feel it on your back. Feel it on your shoulders. One more breath here. Back and face the front. Now lift your right foot, cross it over your left leg. And again, we're going to hold the right leg up with the left hand and bring your right hand behind you and take a turn again to the right. Two more breaths. Notice if it feels a little bit different, a little bit the same. One more breath. And then face the front, uncross your legs, kind of bounce them out a little bit. And then bend your left knee, bring your left foot to the floor, and let your right arm hold the left leg or bring it inside. Left arm is going to come behind you, and then take that turn to your left. And your right toes can point up to the ceiling. Shoulders soft. If you can, let your body soften where it's not working right now. Two more breaths. And then face the front, your mat, and then lift the left leg, cross it over the right. And again, we're going to let that right arm is going to hold on to the left knee, left arm beside you, turn to the left. Two more breaths. Face the front of your mat, uncross your left leg, straighten your legs, bounce them out, and let's come to lying down on your mat. It's so fine. Find your way all the way down on your mat. Oh. And take that moment
to notice this feeling of lying flat down on your back, horizontal. Body is softening, and maybe you're starting to feel that gentle feel of gravity. All right, let's reach your arms up and overhead. Let your right finger, thumb and forefinger, hold onto your left wrist, and then move your head and shoulders to the right. Now walk your feet over to the right a little bit, and maybe let your left ankle cross over your right ankle, if that's available to you. And let's take a couple breaths here, like a banana. We're in banana pose. With that lengthening on the left side. Let your feet uncross. Bring your head and shoulders back to the middle. You can bring your arms down. Good. Now we're going to bring the arms back overhead. We're going to let the left thumb and forefinger hold onto your right wrist. Then bring your head and shoulders to the left. And then walk your feet to the left. And maybe that right leg crosses the left. Take 3 breaths here. Making a banana to the left. Feeling expansion on the right. And then walk your feet towards the center. Let your arms come down. Good. Let's bring the knees in. Wrap your arms around your legs. And just roll gently in whatever way feels good to you. Making circles, rolling side to side. And then let your feet come to the floor with your knees bent, and we'll do a couple rounds where we're going to be lifting the hips. Good. So arms start down by your side, and we're going to lift first the right arm and then the left. Okay, so on your next inhale, let the hips lift up as you reach your right arm up and overhead. And then exhale and lower down. And then inhale, the hips roll up and the left arm come back and over. And exhale, lower down. Good. Let's do that again. So inhale, hips, the right arm. And exhale down. And inhale, hips, left arm. And exhale down. Now keep your arms by your sides this time. And inhale, lift your hips up, and then bring your hands underneath your back. Either holding onto your hips or maybe interlacing your fingers. See if you can get yourself lifted for 2 more breaths. And then bring your hands by your side. Slowly lower your hips. Right. Let your knees go side to side. All right, we're going to lift the right foot off the floor, bring your right knee in close to you, and then let your right ankle cross just on top of the left knee. Bring your arms out to the sides. And now roll to the left. And see if you can bring your right foot down. You can straighten your legs, make any adjustments so that you feel, if you could stay here for a couple breaths. Maybe find some softening in the hips, thighs, those tight places soften. Take one more breath here. Good. And then roll back up onto your back. Let your right foot come down. Let your knees go side to side. Like windshield wipers. All right, now let your knees point up. Bring your left foot in towards you. Your left thigh is coming towards your chest. And then take your left ankle, place it right above the right knee. Let your arms come by your sides. And inhale, and on your next exhale, roll to the right and make any adjustments so that you could stay here for a few breaths. Think about softening into some of those areas in the low back and the thighs and the hips. Hips carry a lot of tension. Focusing on letting it go. 2 more breaths here. And then roll onto your back again. Let your left foot come down. Let your knees go side to side. Now, let your knees point up. Walk your feet about mat width apart. Your knees are bent, arms to the side. We're going to take an inhale. On your exhale, let both of your knees roll to the right. Good. So your left knee might be feeling the outer hip, and the right leg you might be feeling the inner thigh, the inner part of your hip. Let's take 2 more breaths right here. Lift both of your knees up. Knees are pointing up to the ceiling. You're going to take a big inhale. And exhale, let both of your knees fold to the left. Feeling the inner left and the outer right thigh. Let's take 3 more breaths here. Let your knees up. Walk your feet a little bit closer and then straighten your legs. So let your legs be mat width apart. Let your arms come by your sides, your palms up. And I'll guide you through a relaxation. And everything goes. Notice the parts of your body that are supported by your mat. Feel your mat and feel your body on it. Let yourself soften in those places. That's your shoulders, your back, lower back, and your hips, and your legs, and your heels. Let yourself soften. Awareness up to the crown of your head, down around the space between your eyebrows. Soften there. Your awareness down to your jaw, your lips, the muscles that you use to smile and to speak. Keep those muscles soft. Take rest. Bring your awareness down your upper back into your shoulders. Notice your right shoulder and upper arm and elbow. Lower right arm, wrist and hand. And full right arm. Soft, light, and take rest. And bring awareness to your left shoulder, upper arm and elbow, and your lower left arm, wrist, and hand. That whole left arm become light and soft. Take rest. And bring your awareness to your spine, down your torso, your lower back. Awareness to your right hip, thigh, and knee, lower right leg, ankle, and foot. And that whole right leg, light, soft, take rest. Awareness to your left hip, thigh, knee, and your lower left leg, ankle, foot, whole left leg, soft, light, take rest. Put your whole body now. Take rest for the next few minutes. Give yourself permission to let everything go. Take rest.
begin to bring your awareness back to your breath. Notice your next inhale. Feel the lifting. And then notice the calming of the exhale. And just be here with your breath. And find some movement in your fingers and your toes. Let your head slowly turn to your right, to your left. When you're ready, reach your arms back overhead and take an inhale through your nose, exhale through your mouth, making a sound. And let's do that again. So inhaling and exhale. Everything goes. Good. And then in whatever way feels comfortable and moving slowly, bring yourself back to a comfortable seat. So you can roll to one side, you can bend your knees, you can press your hands down. And slowly bring yourself back up to a comfortable seat. And then bring your palms together in front of your heart. And we're going to separate the palms until just your fingertips are touching. It's like you have a ball between your fingers. Inhale, and as you exhale, bring your palms back together. Inhale, fingertips touching palms. Exhale, hands come together. Inhale, the fingertips touch. Let's do that 2 more times. Bring your palms together. Can you bring your thumbs to your chest? Spirit in me honors the spirit in each of you. Namaste. Thank you for joining me. I hope that the things we do in yoga, the tools you learn in yoga, are helpful to you off your mat as well. They're yours and part of your yoga toolkit to use whenever you need them. Thank you for joining me, and I hope to see you soon.